Welcome to the last Snowcase of 2017.
Don't do it, Tomo.
Tomo!
It's not worth it, Tomo.
Come here, buddy.
He's like, what? I wasn't doing it. I wasn't going to jump on your computer. That'd be real silly. Wow.
He's being a pork.
Tomo is 100% pork.
Today is Christmas, the day of Christmas, December 25th. And Ryan and I, we had a wonderful day.
Yeah.
We woke up late, so we slept in. And we went out for the new Star Wars movie.
Yes.
We watched the movie, and then we had some coffee, and then we had Christmas dinner at a nice restaurant, and then we came back home at reasonable time. And of course, Tomo pooped, so you'll be hearing the litter box rotating.
You would think that we do these videos at the same time every day, but we really don't.
No.
Sometimes it's, 10:30, sometimes it's midnight. No matter what we do, we're always 1 minute away from the litter box being used. Somehow.
Or maybe the cats just poop and pee a lot because they're healthy cats and they drink enough water and they poop and they pee and whatever.
Ain't that the truth?
But we watched the new Star Wars. We believe it was the best Star Wars movie in the whole franchise.
I believe it's up there. I don't know. I have to rewatch. I like it more than most people for sure. I need to rewatch The Empire Strikes Back.
Which
but
is the second movie.
Second original, yeah. My opinions of it are very positive. There's parts of it that are a little bloated, a little uneven, but there's also parts of it that are like way better, in my opinion, than anything else they've ever done.
In my opinion, as a person who first watched all of the Star Wars within a week, as a age of 23 years old person, it is definitely the best Star Wars movie in the whole franchise. The first 1 to 6 movies is not as good as the 8th movie, which is a new one. Especially the 7th one wasn't that good anyways, so. And then we don't count the Rogue One, because that's not the official one.
But I like Rogue One.
I like the Rogue One, and definitely is not better than the new one.
I agree.
But you can fight me all you want.
Yeah.
The episode 8, which is the new one, is the best out of all of it. If you disagree, go watch the old movies, because I did it. And I didn't watch it when I was 5 and thought it was like amazing. I watched it when I was 23 and I said, that's alright. For the good ones, and then for the bad ones, I'm just like, these movies are terrible.
As far as I'm concerned, you can have any opinion about Star Wars that you want, full stop. I will tolerate any opinion on Star Wars Episode 8 as long as you keep it above the prequels. Anything, if you go, oh, the pod racing in Episode and Duel of the Fates, that elevates it a little bit above Episode 8, you've poisoned the well. There's no discourse that can continue from here. For all of the objective potential problems with Episode 8, you gotta go back and watch Episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They're embarrassing. Episode 8, oh, but what about this scene, the CGI? I know, but Episode 1 and 2, Jar Jar Binks gets his balls trapped in the garbage disposal. And goes, oh, me some balls get caught in the garbage disposal. 9-year-old Anakin Skywalker accidentally trips over a branch and saves the rebellion.
Yeah.
Well, at that point. Anyway,
that's pretty,
it's the Republic.
I was like, this movie is actually garbage. But the score is great.
Anyway.
Me so balls.
That's a great Jar Jar impression. Our final drink.
My beard.
I was gonna open this and pass it to you.
Ryan hit it.
It's a Baltic Porter. I don't know why
the image is like so intense.
Yeah, it's from like a saga or something like that. I don't know, but same with last year. One of the final beers, they had a little Scandinavian street cred. It's a Norwegian Icebock. It's a Baltic Porter. I don't know why. Just coincidence, I guess. But well, we had a porter 3 or 4 days ago.
Yes,
it was
sir.
nice.
We really liked it, actually.
We did. This is 10.2%.
Yeah.
So it's the
it
strongest
might be the
beer.
strongest beer we ever had in my life.
Next to Trainwreck, at least.
Trainwreck
is
is
like
10.
11.
No.
It's 10?
10. I thought it was 10 on the dot.
And technically, that's a barley wine.
No, that's true.
But I don't know the difference.
But this is 10.2, and we were supposed to have it yesterday, but we visited my sister's house for Christmas Eve, and then we were basically being Santa Clauses because we were giving presents to two beautiful daughters of my sisters, and they loved it. They had like 3 presents, and the youngest one had like the doctor kit or whatever, and she loved it. She was like, I'm gonna vaccinate you, wee.
Yeah, last year, like, it's not to insult them at all, but last year the younger daughter was just like a pet.
Well, she was 2.
Yeah, she was still just like...
And she's 3 now.
She couldn't really speak much, couldn't really interact.
Right.
She was just kind of there. This year she had like a personality.
Yeah.
And I was
she
like...
She was so smart.
It's a cute kid.
Well, then we also gave her like one of the board game, and then it looked like she was gonna hit this thing like right to her face, and I was like, oh no, you shouldn't do that. And then, as I was about to say it, she did it, and then she hit her face with it, and I like laughed so hard. I was like, I knew that was gonna happen. But then, despite like it hurt her, she was laughing as well because I was laughing, and then we were like, oh my god, I'm so stupid, ah! And I was like I like this kid. She, despite like she, you know, I don't know if she understands fully, but the way like she was laughing and she's like, aha, I hit myself with it, I'm so stupid, kind of thing. It was like, and she's like 3, and I'm just like, I like this kid, and she can read.
She can read.
She can read.
Which is not unheard of for a 3-year-old, but pretty good.
Apparently smart kids can read when they're 3.
And I want to toot my own horn.
Yeah.
I learned to read when I was 3.
Yeah. So you're smart.
Exactly.
Yeah, as smart as our niece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm smarter than she is.
Not when you were 3.
At 3 we might have been the same level, but now I've got to beat like crazy.
And then the oldest one, she's 6.
Yeah.
And she's like, is this mine? I want to play with this. Oh, it's mine. It's mine. Oh, I'm not winning. Oh, I want to win. Kind of annoying.
She's very competitive.
Not as much as I am.
That's true.
She's kind of annoying, but it's okay. But anyways,
she's 6. I mean, like...
Let's pour the beer in. Oh my god. It's some like horrific movie. It's just like, let's pour the movie in. And he's just like, God, I need to inject this whole bottle into my thigh. Here you go.
No, it's just your beer is hard to open.
Holy crap, it smells so strong of a stout. I can already taste the syrupiness of it.
You don't want a glass?
No, I don't have a glass.
Oh yeah, that's
syrup beer.
That is a, oh man, it's even, it almost pours chunky.
There is no foam in this beer. No foam.
It's inert. Wow. I mean, it smells like it's got the same kind of chocolate notes.
It's
full-bodied,
like, it's
sweet
so
roasted malts.
Strong. It is like the strongest.
Brace yourself, matey. There's a storm a brewing and it might pull you under if you go overboard.
Whee!
You best start believing in ghost stories.
Yar, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah! Yeah! It is so strong. It is such a strong old beer. Beer.
Yeah, it's a little unusual, I guess, in that it's so strong. I taste like the alcohol
Yeah.
a lot more than in the previous porter.
Yes.
Previous porter, you got like some coffee, some chocolate. This.
It's not so strong that you taste the vodka.
It doesn't taste like hard alcohol.
No, it's not like you taste the vodka and then beer separately. It's more like the usual porter is like jab jab. This is like 1-2 punch. This is the punch.
I quite like it though.
The porter is like jab jab. This one is like 1-2 punch. Little too strong of a punch, you know.
For what it's worth,
it's not bad.
Yeah, I appreciate that. There was the Viking whatever it was last year. I thought it was like a 12% beer.
Was it really 12%?
It was 12 or 11, I think.
Holy crap.
When I drank that, I was like, it's interesting, but it's also mildly unpleasant. This, I actually find kind of pleasant.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. It is pleasant, but I'm kind of at the same time thinking, does the porter really need to be that strong? Like, I'm just saying, you know, it's strong because it is the end of Snowcase Advent calendar, and you want to finish the Advent calendar with the strong beer. I understand that, but other than the fact that it needs to be strong to conclude the Snowcase, aka the Advent calendar for beer, does it really need to be strong for its own sake? Would it be a less of a beer if the alcohol percentage was 8% instead of 10.2? I kind of would have enjoyed it more if it was 8% beer with the same flavor everything than 10.2 is my opinion.
Yeah, I can understand that. The only dissent I'll offer, and maybe this is an argument for it being earlier in the Snowcase, but it's one of the rare beers in the collection that is high alcohol percentage but not hoppy.
That is true.
Maybe
you cannot make high alcohol percentage hoppy beer.
I don't know what the logic is. It seems like IPAs oftentimes end up being over alcohol. They'll have like a 6, 7, 8, 9% ABV.
Right, but never 10% though. I have never seen IPA that is over 10%.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong, but
I think you're right. Like Fat Tug is like 9.
Like that's the
Initiate's
where
9.
You know, like the god, the space for like the goodness. It can be 10%, but why though, right? Like it tastes better when it's 9%. It tastes better when it's 8%. I kind of feel the same thing for this one. I think it would taste better if it's actually 8-point-something%, maybe less than 9%, something around there. It's just, I think it killed its own, or it shot its own foot by being 10.2%.
I think I understand where you're coming from. It almost has a little bit of a cough medicine-y type finish.
It's a little too much of like a and I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was less of a it's just like, oh, you know, like a little notch. For that, I give 3.8 out of 5.
I think I still end up giving like my 20th 4, to be honest with you. It's good. It's getting worse the more I consume.
Yeah.
But I think
you'll soon be 3.8.
Yeah, if we keep the video going, I might end up at a 3 or a 2 by the time we finish. But for now, I'm like, it's interesting. It's a fitting way to end the Snowcase, and I do agree. I think it would taste better if it was less boozy.
Yeah.
Because I almost get a little. It tastes like what I imagine like medicine in the Wild West would taste like.
It's just for this particular beer, I think it would taste better if it was 9% than 10.2. I think it kind of, they wanted to create 10.2 to finish it off, the Snowcase, and thus it kind of ruined itself a little bit. If it wasn't for 10.2 and actually was 8%, 8.5%, then I think I would have gave like 4.5, 5%, just because it tastes so syrupy and then like so alcohol-y that just kind of like it's a little like syrupy and bitter end note, and it kind of prolongs that dirty bitterness of the beer, and I think it's because of the high alcohol percentage.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. That caps off the Snowcase.
Yeah, that's the year 2017 Snowcase. If you're sad that we're done, you can either wait a full 1 year and we'll be doing 2018 Snowcase. If you can't wait, you can watch 2014, 2015, 2016, and this year's again. So that's like 4 years of Snowcase. And you can kind of, I watched the 2014 Snowcase, and you can see our old apartment. I remember filming it with either of the iPad or like small shitty camera. It's like super close. Like, it's just like our face. And there's like nothing to it because it's just so close. And when I watched that, I'm like, oh my god, I remember like shooting that next to the kitchen, and it was like super close, and we're just like tasting it, and we're like, oh, it's okay, I don't know. So this is our first Snowcase, I don't know. And then it just brings back the memory. It's kind of cool, man. I look different, Ryan looks exactly the same, I sound different, Ryan sounds exactly the same, so there you go.
I found myself a long time ago.
Yeah, when you were 16, I found myself in a dungeon. D&D, let's go. But yeah, thanks for watching for our series of Snowcase Advent Calendar for beer. Yeah, this is what we do every December.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll do it next year. Hopefully Phillips will do it next year. We still enjoyed it. I feel like our first Advent calendar is the best, for me, is the best Advent calendar, like the best Snowcase ever. Just because it did have the Holy Grail beer that I've ever tasted. It was like the best beer ever. Schottelweizen. How about you? What so far? What is the?
Yeah, I think the first year was. It's probably like, first year, second year, and this year, and then last year.
Yeah, last year wasn't not so hot.
Last year was okay.
But anyways, I'll see you guys next year for the Snowcase. Thanks for watching.
Later.
Merry Christmas.